I'll do a little intro since I do like the intro, then like my little animation.
Oh yeah.
What's up, guys? My name is Brock. You're watching The Modest Man, and today we're talking about the lean wardrobe. So I've got Barron here from Effortless Gent, and if you're not subscribed to his channel, definitely check that out or go to effortlessgent.com. Barron coined the term lean wardrobe, and so we want to know, what is the lean wardrobe and how is it different from being a minimalist?
It's not necessarily about having the fewest amount of things, it's more about having the optimal amount of things for a specific guy. Like if you are an attorney or a banker, your lean wardrobe will look a little bit different from, let's say, someone like us who works at home.
And how do you figure out like what to get rid of, and how often do you get rid of stuff?
Yeah, so we have a small closet, so we do the seasonal switch, right? So from like cold weather clothing to warm weather clothing. So usually I wait a whole year. If I put my spring and summer stuff away, the next time spring and summer rolls around, I kind of evaluate what I have as I hang it up, and I'm like, I didn't really wear this last year, and I don't really like it anymore. I'm not gonna wear it. So I usually get rid of that or give it away or give it to somebody else. Do
you try to sell it and make some money? Do you just take it to Goodwill? What do you do with it?
Most of the stuff, honestly, I just get rid of it. I just give it away. But if it's like a piece that I think is pretty decent, then I would probably try to sell it on Grailed or eBay or something. Like, for example, I have a barber coat that fit me like last winter, but now it's too big. Okay. And I don't like how it fits me anymore, so I'm gonna sell that because it's a barber coat. So I could probably get at least a third of the value at the very least. So
So right now we're making this video. You've been on the road for what, 7 weeks or something? 6 weeks?
Yeah.
So how do you even pack for a trip like that?
That's a good question. So I think that's where the lean wardrobe sort of mentality is really great, because you could bring like a very little amount of things and it would still work out for you, right?
So are you thinking when you're packing, are you thinking in terms of outfits, or are you thinking in terms of like interchangeable pieces?
Definitely interchangeable pieces. I mean, that's the whole like thesis of the thesis. Is that the right word?
I think so.
Theory. Anyway.
Philosophy.
Boom. Of the lean wardrobe itself is like, everything is to a certain degree going to be interchangeable anyway.
So if somebody watching, wants to become, let's say, more of a minimalist when it comes to their style, or they want to adapt the philosophy of the lean wardrobe, what's a good like first step?
As far as where to begin, like if you want to be, you just have to be really mindful about what you buy. A lot of the people I've talked to is like they find one thing that works for them. Let's say it's a shirt, and they buy like every single color.
Right.
It's like they go too hard once they find that one thing that really works for them.
Right.
So I think it's always better just to buy just a few, like 1 or 2 pieces, and see really how that feels in the wardrobe as is, like just with those 2 things. And then you can always slowly add from there,
What's like one piece that you've had, that you got recently that like wouldn't traditionally fit into a lean wardrobe, but that you're really enjoying?
Good question.
This is where you cut and like need to like think about it for a little bit.
Yeah. That's a good question. I mean, this is a good example. I've actually owned these for a long time, and it's so right now I'm wearing Chukka boots, right? They're your classic Clark's Chukka boots, but instead of, I have a pair in sand, which goes with everything and does fit into the lean wardrobe well, but the ones I'm wearing now are a burgundy color. And they're not traditionally like lean wardrobe, right? But they add a cool pop of color. I really like them.
Yeah.
And they do go well with everything else in the outfit or in the wardrobe, as long as it's all neutral. So I think that's a good example of like something that, you don't have to always stick to those specific colors that are considered neutrals or whatever,
Right, yeah. 80% of my wardrobe is those menswear neutrals that you talk about. And then that 20% is like maybe 2 other colors.
And then that's really honestly the best way. Because I think a lot of guys, when they look at the idea of clothes in general, it's like, it can be a little daunting because you don't know what goes with what.
Yeah.
But if you start with something that is like a capsule or a lean wardrobe that is, all essentials, all basics, from there you can easily add stuff that you're interested in without worrying, oh no, does this not work?
And so do you think it's worth trying to be minimal when it comes to your style these days? Because obviously, like, minimalism is really popular right now. But do you think that's like a worthy goal that will kind of bring value to anybody's life, or do you think it's okay to want to build a huge collection of menswear items?
I think it helps to bring a lot of clarity when you have a very minimal wardrobe, at least when you're starting out and you don't know your own personal style yet. It helps to not have a bunch of random crap that you don't know how to wear, right? Even if you like it, it's still hard to kind of figure that out. So if you start, with a blank slate and you have like really good pieces that are neutral and they're essentials and they go well with each other, you can easily like start to amass a large collection of clothing if you wanted to, but at least then you'll know what goes with what, because you're sort of learning as you go, right? And you're building from a base that all works together. So I don't know, I feel like no matter what, like, you don't have to be a minimalist, or you don't have to only have X amount of pieces of clothing to have a really great wardrobe, or to have really great personal style.
So it can be a way to kind of learn about your personal style and learn what you like.
Yeah.
Even if you plan on having a larger, not so minimal collection.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great place to start. I advise every single reader that comes to my site, like, just start with the basics, and you can always build up from there.
Very nice. Well, definitely go check out Effortless Gent. If you have any questions for either of us, let me know down in the comments. Thank you, as always, for watching, and until next time, stay stylish. Nice. Cool, I think that's good.